Hi guys, it's Miss Linda here. How are you guys? I hope you're all doing really good. I got to talk to some of you guys this week and I told you that I'd be sending you some videos of me reading to you. And some of you I haven't got to talk to yet, but I'm glad you're here with us and I'll be seeing you really soon too. So the first book that I have, I'm going to hold up for you to see. Hopefully everybody can see. And I wanted to ask you a couple questions first. I'm wondering, has anybody ever heard this story before? I have. I really like this one, and I hope you guys will too. So, I'm going to show you first. This right here is called the cover of our book. It kind of shows us some pictures to give us a little hint about the story. And then up here, this is our title. And it says A Pocket for Corduroy. That's the title of our book. So, using the picture for a clue, what do you guys think this story is going to be about? Yeah, I noticed on the cover too that there was a bear. Did you guys notice that? I wonder if this story is going to be about a bear. I wonder if he's Corduroy. Let's find out. So, on the first page, it tells us that late one summer afternoon, Lisa, must be this little girl right here, and her mother took their laundry to the laundromat. As always on such trips, Lisa carried along her favorite toy, and his name was, guess what? Corduroy. And I'm going to hold this up there so you can see what she's holding. You guys see right there? She's holding the bear. Did you guys remember seeing him over here? So maybe he is Corduroy. Let's keep going. The laundromat was a very busy place at this hour. There was a lot of people there, it means. Now, Corduroy, Lisa said, you sit right there and wait for me, okay? Lisa said, I'm going to go help my mom with the wash. Corduroy waited patiently. It means he was waiting for a little while. Then he suddenly perked up his ears, and Lisa's mother was saying something. She said, be sure to take everything out of your pockets, Lisa. You don't want your precious things to get all wet and soapy. So here, do you see right here? She's looking at her pocket in her coat. Do you guys? I wonder if you guys have any pockets in your clothes. Miss Linda doesn't have any. Look at your clothes, your shirt, and your pants to see if you guys have any pockets. Okay, we'll talk about that later. You let me know if you had some. Let's go on to the next page. Pockets, said Corduroy to himself. Look, he was looking and he says, I don't have any pockets. He slid off the chair and said, I must go find something to make a pocket out of, he said, and he began to look around. First, he came to a pile of fancy towels and washcloths, but nothing was the right size or color that he could use. Then he saw a big, huge stack of colorful clothes that were in a laundry bag. Look at the size of that bag. There ought to be something in there that I can make a pocket out of, he said. I wonder if he finds something. So, without hesitating, he climbed inside that big bag, which was filled with pieces of wet laundry. Ew, the dampness didn't really bother him, though. It would bother me. Corduroy said, this must be a cave. I've always wanted to live in a dark, cool cave. You guys see right here? He's going in that cave. Let's see what happens next. When the time came for Lisa to go fetch her bear, she looked, but oh no, he was gone. Oh, Mommy, she yelled. Corduroy isn't here where I left him. Well, I'm sorry, honey, said her mother, but the laundromat's going to be closing soon, and we got to be going home. Poor Lisa. Lisa was reluctant to leave. I mean, she didn't want to go. She didn't want to leave without Corduroy the bear, but her mother insisted. You can come back tomorrow, her mom said. I'm sure he'll be here. And they left. As they left, though, a young man was wearing a beret. He's wearing a beret. It's a hat on his head. That's a different word. I've never really heard that word a lot. Have you? Beret. He was taking his wet laundry out of a big bag. The very bag that Corduroy had discovered. Before he knew it, Corduroy was being tossed in with the clothes. All the sheets, the shirts, the shorts, and the pants. Oh no, he's getting thrown in there. Oh, let's see what happens. He was inside the dryer too. But just as the artist was shutting the glass door, look at Corduroy tumbled out onto the floor. How in the thunder did that bear ever get mixed up with all of my things? Asked the artist. He was wondering how'd he get in there. Poor Corduroy, he was damp and wet all over now. Oh, the least I can do for him is give him back his overalls. I'm going to give them a good drying first, the man said thoughtfully. He unbuttoned Corduroy's shoulder straps and put his overalls into the dryer. Corduroy grew dizzy as he watched the clothes going around and around. They were spinning. But the artist became inspired. This would make a wonderful painting, he said. He took his sketch pad out, right here, his paper. He took it out of his pocket and he began drawing the swirling colors. I can hardly wait to get back to my studio, he exclaimed. Finally, the dryer came to a stop. It stopped whirling, and the man gathered up all of his clothes. Then he helped Corduroy put his overalls back on. Let me show you. They're putting them back on again. Just then, the manager of the laundromat called, "Closing time! Everybody must leave. Time to go home." Corduroy was gently placed on top of a washing machine. Let me go this way a little bit so you can see better. I wonder who that bear belongs to, the artist thought as he was leaving. Seems to me he should have his name someplace. He's too fine a fella to be lost and left in the laundromat. As soon as the lights were turned off, Corduroy began his search again. He was surprised to see something white glowing in the dark. Maybe it's snow, he said excitedly. You see it right here? He thinks it's snow. Wonder what it is. I've always wanted to play in the snow. Uh-oh, look here. Look at that, guys. He accidentally tripped over the box and suddenly he was covered with soft, slippery, oh, it was soap. Soap flakes all over him. Gradually, Corduroy began to slip and slide in the soap. Oh no! Oh, what? But guess what he said, guys? He said, "Oh, what fun!" with a big smile on his face. I always wanted to ski down a steep mountainside. So he still thinks it's snow. Uh-oh. Look what happens, guys. He landed paws first into an empty laundry basket. Ugh, this must be a cage, he said, peeking through the bars. I've never wanted to live inside a cage before, like a bear in the zoo. So he's seen a bear before at a zoo, and he doesn't want to live in a cage like that. By now, Corduroy felt drowsy. He was tired, and soon he nodded off to sleep. The next morning, when the sun came out, the manager came to open the door of the laundromat, and there was Lisa, waiting to go inside. I left something here yesterday, she explained to the manager. Can I please come in and look around? And guess what he said? He said, certainly, come on in. My customers are always leaving things here, so go ahead and go look for it. Lisa was searching under the chairs, so she looked under the chairs, and she looked behind the washers, in the back of the washers. And then she heard the manager call. Is this what you're looking for? He found something. Let me show you. Remember in that cage? He found Corduroy. Yes, yes, he's my best friend, shouted Lisa as she came running. She reached in and she picked up Corduroy the bear out of the basket and she said to him, So, this is where you've been hiding, you little rascal, she said. It's time that I took you home. Oh my goodness, I bet Lisa's happy to have her bear back. Lisa thanked the manager and ran out of the door and down the street, holding Corduroy as tight as she could in her arms. I thought I told you to wait for me. Why did you wander away? She asked him. Do you see her running down the street with him? Corduroy said, I went looking for a pocket. Oh, Corduroy, why didn't you tell me you wanted a pocket? Asked Lisa, giving him a great big squeeze. That very morning, Lisa sewed a pocket on Corduroy's overalls for him. And here is a card I've made with your name on it to keep tucked inside your pocket, she said to him. I've always wanted a purple pocket with my name tucked inside, said Corduroy. And he and Lisa nuzzled noses. Aww. So, what do you think, guys? Do you guys remember when we talked about the picture on the front of the cover of the little bear? Did any of you guys guess that the story was going to be about a bear? Was it about a bear? You guys were right. It was a pocket for Corduroy. Corduroy, the bear, wanted a pocket. Well, that's the end of my first story, guys, and I hope you guys really liked it. And Miss Linda will be coming back with another one soon. So, until then, goodbye to all my friends, and I will see you soon.